my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's me. So you know we got to kick it off and talk about the styling. I don't know if y'all are ready, but I think I'm ready.
Eurovision 2024. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle. Hey girl. I'm ready to go. How you feeling? Eurovision fan. Yeah. Are you ready for the show? We gotta keep it real. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, I think you will love my channel, so please take this opportunity to like this video and to subscribe. So we've got rehearsals. Rehearsals are going on right now. You know, we haven't seen everyone perform, but you know, I felt like, why wait? We've got enough pieces of clothing to talk about. And so let's kind of get into that, because I could sit here and sort of react to the pictures, but I just feel like it would not be completely fair for you to sit and react to every rehearsal when all we've been given is photos. But what we can react to are the clothes, because fashion is fashion. All right. Fashion is fashion. And we can talk about the clothes no matter what is going on. And this is live. So, hey, folks. Hey. Hello, people. We are watching. Oh, okay. Oh, we got someone from Germany. All right. Uh-oh. K-pop says, I'll see you at the pub crawl. Yes, we are doing a pub crawl in Copenhagen. If you are thinking of traveling for Eurovision and maybe you don't have tickets to the shows and you're like, where can I just like hang out with some fans? I got some events for you. All right. So I've put together a nice slideshow to help navigate us through, you know, sort of what we got before us. Okay. I put something together and I think that I think this is going to be good. I'm hopeful. I think this is going to be good. So let's get into this. All right. So we're going to shout out to our photographers who are giving us all of these great photos, Sarah and Corinne. All right. Well, let's just kick it off. So we've got Luna in this outfit. Now, Luna is on the stage and is going to be giving us 3 different outfit reveals, basically. And this is what I feel like we're starting off with. I think this is the look that we're kind of kicking off our Eurovision sort of experience with. This is fashion. We're playing with red, which was definitely like the it color fall 2024. Playing with the embellished shoulders, which I think we really began to see kind of come back like spring 2023, but then sort of continued into fall 2023. And if you notice, for a lot of our contestants this year, we're getting a lot of embellished shoulders. So, yeah. Okay, so all right. So let's keep going, because we start off with this look and then we transition into this. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I like this. Oh, wait, how do I point? Yeah, I'm liking this one. I feel like this look is on trend. It's still bold. It feels like a showpiece, but it doesn't feel like it's outdoing her like the red look. I'm feeling like they could easily toss the red look. I could see us getting to a point where maybe they're just like, oh no, we really want to qualify. And like maybe people will make fun of this, or they'll kind of lean into the red look. They could lean into it and go, who's going to forget that girl that was in, you know, the red outfit with, you know, the clothes hangers next to her. Okay. And then we're into the short with the hot pant. And I don't know, I'm like really out of focus. Here we go. It's like focusing and then unfocusing. Then we're doing the hot pant, which the hot pant is in right now. Like the sort of no pants trend is like a thing we've been seeing for a while, spring last year, then into fall. So it's something that's happening. My only note is, and this is me being picky, of course, you know, we're seeing the hose here. And I don't really know why we're seeing the hose here. I think because of the skirt, but I'm wondering if that's just like a design choice and we'll probably cut the hose and maybe add it into the short. But you know, I always love a hose. I'm just saying, I love a hose. Sarah Sun asked, are we sure these are going to be the final outfits? So they might not be. And so that's why I think that this conversation is really important. so then we can tell them what's working and what's not. Okay. But hey, Coraline, what you doing? Okay, Emily says, I'm obsessed with Slovenia's outfit. Okay, we're going to get into these outfits. And then Lampro says, I really like the costumes this year. One thing that I will say is I appreciate as much fashion as I'm seeing, because there was a time period where people were living a little bit off the rack for Eurovision. I don't know why. I think maybe they were a little bit afraid to take a risk. They were afraid of being Barbadexed and everything. But, I think, it's a showpiece. I don't really want to see off the rack stuff. I do think there are some times when off the rack works. Singer-songwriter vibes. It works. But I think if we're giving something, that is a showpiece, we got to bring that through in the clothes, okay? We got to bring it through in the clothes. Lampro says Luna's shoulder thingies are kind of weird. Here's the thing. It's in. I'm not saying that makes it right, because we know designers make mistakes too. But it is playing on a trend that is sort of very high fashion couture that we are seeing. I mean, we are seeing a lot of like shoulder embellishments coming down the runway. So some of y'all might say the Claudia effect. And I'm like, no, it was literally like on the runways a year ago. So we're still sort of playing around there. And then Steven says the white fits nicely with the staging. I want to talk about this because we've got some other countries that are playing with white in, I would say, perhaps a non-optimal way. But here, yes, I think you're correct. What Luna's doing, she really stands out. And I mean, even some of this detailing that we have, I don't know if we're going to get close enough, but even some of the detailing here around the collar, I think is really nice and kind of gives that bespoke feel. And ultimately, this doesn't feel off the rack. It feels like a showpiece, and that's exactly what you want to be doing on the Eurovision stage. All right, let's keep going. Okay, then we move to Ukraine, giving us this sort of, I'd say, amber warmth that I think the song kind of needs. It needs to like wrap you in a blanket. There's something that's very epic about the track. And I actually like the fact that they're playing with nude tones in the styling here. And I actually think the nude tones create this warmth and, this idea of like, Mama Teresa. It almost sort of transports this song beyond this sort of epic like showpiece into maybe almost a little bit of a lullaby. Think about that opening. Like this, it gives this warmth, sort of intimate feel that I'm sure once we see this in motion, then we'll have this big burst when we get to sort of the climax in the song. Sometimes I don't like it when we put women of a certain size in a whole bunch of fabric, but in this iteration, I'm feeling like it works. I think Aliona looks good in this. All the pictures that I've seen. I'm also liking the hair. The hair might not be the final hair that we're working with, but I actually really like the high pony. I think it really pulls her together. And I think just the contrast of sort of this like almost like industrial fabric keeping you warm. There's still a softness, because then when we look at Jerry, hers is a little bit flowier. Honestly, these are just great clothes. These are great clothes, and it's giving a little bit elevated, and it's giving a little bit fashion. So I'm feeling this. I'm really feeling this. Oh, let's see. Michelle says these are beautiful. Joan of Arc moment with the armor pieces. Yeah, I like it. A little bit of a contrast of the hard and soft. But again, I think with the color scheme that we're going with this, these amber tones, lullaby, warmth, safety, protection. That's what I'm getting from this. And then transitioning, a hard transition to Bambi Thug. I'm liking these clothes. I'm actually liking this makeup. I didn't love the makeup that we had at the Late Late Show. And I've seen some folks say that they prefer that to this. I'm preferring this far more than what we got at the Late Late Show. I like the sort of exaggerated makeup to look like the eyes are a little bit bigger. It sort of plays a little bit into that like demented doll kind of look. I think the hair is right. I think, the idea of this outfit that clearly seems wrought. And I will say, shout out to ESC Tom, because y'all, we might be getting an outfit reveal. Because we're noticing, if you look a little closely, there looks like there's like some blue pink hiding under there. So perhaps at some point in the song, we're going to get a reveal. But let's even go down. Like, I'm loving the skirt. I'm loving this play on sort of the hard, soft, but it's still giving distress. It really fits the song, and it fits being this transportive piece. I actually liked the clothes at the Late Late Show, but this is feeling like an elevation to me. And ultimately, that's what we want. So yeah. What do we have? Coraline says this is way better than the Late Late Show. Let's see. Dobik, Bambi did such a tremendous job. They elevated the outfit. They probably have a reveal too, but we can also appreciate the incredibly handsome demon boyfriend they summon. I mean, yes. Short answer, yes. I'm appreciating the dancer. Can I get in focus here? Okay, come on. All right, but yeah, I'm liking this. Then we go to Lithuania, giving us something we saw before, but keeping it simple. You know, sometimes at Eurovision, some countries want to mix things up on the Eurovision stage, and that isn't always the best idea. Sometimes when you got something, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I do think this is still working. I'm liking the red. We're still playing with obviously a feature color. There's something about this look that does give fashion, but there is an accessibility to this, because I will say, like, Chinese street fashion, I have seen looks like this. So it's on trend, and obviously, like, Chinese street fashion, elevated. It is a little bit elevated from what you would see, you know, at a Montana mall, you know. But I do think the fact that it's sort of accessible gives a little vibe of, like, I'm cool, but, like, you could still see me out in the club, like, dancing to it. I actually think that play works really well with this. SC98, Lithuania looks good. Nothing groundbreaking, but looks fresh. Yeah. Yes, most certainly. So we're off to a pretty good start. Okay, now let's talk about Serbia. I don't love the clothes. I don't love the clothes. I get the clothes. I feel like I understand what the point of view was, but it's giving. Remember when I told you, I feel like, what was it, about 2-3 years ago in fashion with the young girls, and we were doing things. There was something about fashion that just entered this, like, Mad Max, but not the cool leather studded clean Mad Max, like the tattered rag Mad Max. And I feel like with this look, we're still living in a little bit the tattered Mad Max. I do appreciate the beading and sort of the play on mesh. We'll talk a lot about mesh here because mesh is very, very on trend right now. We are seeing titties all across runways in Milan, in Paris, in New York. So we'll get to that. But this play on mesh, I do think is good. I just think it gives it away once we start going a little bit more into this. It fits. It's a showpiece, but I don't like it. If I was singing this song and my designer gave me this, I would be like, there's something else. There's something else we could do. I'm glad that we're not just playing all black, because I think that would be really cliche. I do think sort of playing on this purple tone is nice, but I wouldn't say that this purple tone is like on trend, particularly if we want to just talk about fashion. I don't think it's there. Sam says better than Pizza though. Marima says, she looks goth and dark, which this song isn't about. A lightsaber. Theodora confirmed that these are the final clothes. No more changing. Well, we should think about that, Taya. Just let's think about it. You got a couple of more rehearsals. So if we've got some other things in the bag, I just say, put them on for a rehearsal and just see how it tests. That's what I would say. Just see how it tests. This was your first rehearsal. We can change the clothes. Okay. Marima says she should have gone for a beautiful artistic piece of dress around a dark staging. I don't know. And actually, let's talk about this. I love her hair. I do love the hair. I think the hair is right. It's giving very anime. I really like the hair. The length is just right. The bang, I do think the hair is better than what we had at the national selection, because people would have made like Lorraine comparisons. Lazy, I know, but people would do it, so we have to be mindful of that. But yeah, I don't love that dress. Okay, let's talk about Cyprus. Okay, first of all, this outfit actually is really nice. There's a lot of detailing in here. And the crazy thing was when I was going through the pictures, there's one close-up shot of her like singing, and then you can sort of see the designs that they placed in the shoulders. But then when I looked at all, and I was like, oh, can I find a better picture that really brings out the embellishments? And I couldn't. And that is a problem. Although sometimes I love a white moment on the stage, you got to be careful because it can like wash out and then just look like you're wearing something all in white. And I think we're missing some of the beautiful detailing on this. Like these wide leg pants are a chap. Yeah, like they actually have like a little chap over it, and there's some studded embellishments on it. And I just think in all the photos you can't see it. And so although I don't like stuff that feels too overworked, and although I like the overall silhouette of what we're going for here, I just think that with those studs, instead of going with a silver, we probably should have done a blue, a pink, a purple, so then she could stand out a little bit more. Because right now she looks like she's in a crop top and wide leg pants. It's giving off the rack, and you don't want to do that for a showpiece. So I love the idea and concept with this, but I really am like, man, I just want that detailing to pop way, way more. Symbolics, I'm sorry, but it's giving gym a little bit. It is. It's like, and we could have done elevated athleisure, and that's where you come and play with the embellishments. And I just think the embellishment choices here end up not popping. So it's like you did all that work for nothing. At this point, she should be in a white tee and just some like drawstring wide leg pants, like, because we're just not seeing it. Spread love. I think she wants to be comfortable while dancing. It's not about the fit. It's the embellishments. It's the embellishments, y'all. It's fading a little bit. Spread love. She is like this in her normal life, I think. That's the problem. This is not your normal life. You're on the Eurovision stage. Okay, so although I love the concept of this, I think it's all right. We got to figure out how to enhance some of these elements. And especially because she is a dancer, when you've got these sort of strategically placed embellishments, it can enhance that movement that she's doing, because then it allows us to have some differentiation and contrast to the movement of where it was before. So I like the silhouette, love the concept of it. It's just unfortunate that we're not getting these embellishments shining through more. Again, I told you, I was looking through the pictures. I was like, on one of the pictures close up, I was like, oh, okay, so we've got some. But then every other thing, it just looked like white crop top, wide leg pants, which is not enough. Not for the Eurovision stage. I just think she could do better. Someone said, hopefully this is not her final outfit. I think it could be. It really could be. So we could do better. We could do better there. But it's going. Okay, right here. I love it. This is cute. I think I love the play on like the traditional garments. I love that they're just leaning into that. Sometimes when you get traditional songs at Eurovision, they try to mix things up. They try to mix things up with it. And it's like, no, just lean into that. Give us that full immersive experience. And I think we're getting that. With the skirt that we have here, I can tell that there has a little bit of movement to it. And we know that she's going to be moving. Jacqueline is going to be on that stage moving and shaking it. And I just feel like that'll just add a lightness and like fun to it. So I really, really like what they've decided to go with here. It just feels right. It completely makes sense. Okay, let's talk about Saba. I'm going to start off and just tell you, I don't like it. I don't like it because I just think we could have done so much more. It's giving off the rack. This is not giving custom. It also seems slightly ill-fitting in the bust and the hips. I'm like when I look at this, I just think, that's it. That's all we could do. We could find that at Macy's, hell, Dillard's, okay? I just really, really feel like this was a missed opportunity to really showcase a more cutting edge sort of designer from the Nordics that sort of plays with androgyny and whatnot. Here's what my vision was. I was saying exposed arm. So we have an exposed shoulder. Then on the other side, we sort of have a deconstructed like blazer with the lapel kind of coming over. Something cool where we're doing a play on that. I think for the pants, I don't think we needed a wide leg pant. But if we were going to do a wide leg pant, we needed fabric a little bit lighter or slightly more tailored. So it's like you had to pick one. This fabric is just feeling heavy. It's feeling too heavy and it's weighing it down a little bit. And I just think right here we could have gone with something a little bit more tailored around the hip and waist area. And then we could have had something flare out if flaring out is what we needed. I'm okay with like the arm warmers or whatever, but this just feels too plain. And particularly when you're a country that is kind of on the cusp, fashion could be a way to really propel you beyond that. And I just think we're not getting that. So Sizabolic says, like she just went to the mall to pick on an outfit. Nithmo says, I actually think Off the Rack is appealing to televoters, not juries, but people like that it's relatable and digestible. Saba's outfit works. Here's the thing. If it doesn't qualify, if it qualifies, then we could say, okay, it was fine. Off the Rack is not working on this. I'm sorry. I disagree. I just have to go. I deeply disagree. I think this was a moment you can show something that is alluding to Off the Rack, but it should still be elevated in some fashion that makes it fashion. You're on the Eurovision stage. Your job is to stand out. People have to pick up the phone and call. And again, I said, I do think there are times when Off the Rack works. For a song like this, I don't think Off the Rack is the best thing. Michelle, Off the Rack is definitely not what people watch Eurovision to see. Marima, digestible should not be a description for a Eurovision outfit. Spread love, it looks like a one piece. She should have more contrast. I don't mind the white in this iteration, but if we're going to do the white, then we really needed to play with textures, which is something that is happening in fashion a lot right now, is we're playing with texture. And I just feel like this is a missed opportunity. We could have really, really had that bodice be like real noticeable leather, then add it. And then this piece right here seems like the piece that's hanging off seems like a chiffon, and it really should be a silk or something to add like a contrast to pick up the light. It just looks like fabric hanging down there. So this is a no from me. Austria. Okay. I don't think a lot of people are pulling on this. So we've got like a tulle outfit reveal or something like that. I feel like this is a tulle situation. I don't know if tulle fits this. I think we could have just stuck with the leather. So if, Colleen, if we're still playing around with looks, I think we should consider dropping the tulle and just leaning full in back to the leather look. Yeah. But I do like this one piece. I like, we're playing with the mesh. I like the sequin. So all in all, Colleen looks good. I think we were expecting her to look good. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Czechia is great. This is fashion. This is like legitimately like off runway looks. I have seen the bodice piece, sort of the lingerie as outerwear thing is in. The wide leg is tapered enough in the hip and waist so that then when we have the moment, it's like this is what Saba kind of should have been doing. Maybe sans the mesh piece, but like we could have just had a tube top. This is low-key what Saba should have been doing, but instead we're getting like gaucho pants. This is right. It's fitted. And I know some people are just like, why do we have so many titties this year? But it's fashion right now. It's on trend. And I'm not saying that just, because it's fashion, it's okay. I'm just saying there's a reason for it. Like there's a reason that it's showing up. It's not like all the Eurovision people just said, hey, like, let's just all wear mesh and pasties on stage. It's like, that's what the runways have sort of been giving us for like about a year. So this to me is fashion. This looks great. Like this is great. I have no notes. I absolutely have no notes. It's great. Nemo. This is a choice. This is a choice that honestly, I don't hate. I feel like I want to see it in movement. We know that this disc that Nemo is on is moving. I know we seem to have a lot of stuff happening. I think there's going to be a lot of lighting. So I do think there's something to be said for the contrast. And again, remember I was telling you about contrasting textures. That's in right now. We're getting a little bit of that with like kind of like the shiny silky skirt. And then we're adding in the fur on top. The shoes might be overkill. We might not have needed the shoes, but I don't know. There's something about it that feels a little bit surrealist. And I mean, with something that's a stage piece, I'm open. Like I'm open to it. Let me see what y'all are saying. Username, I don't think this outfit will help the song, but the song is about Nemo. Either case, so it just needs to be genuine. Riz Tuani, I think Nemo's a choice for storytelling. Petar says Nemo's styling is too distracting. I can see people talking more about the outfit than the notes and the song. Here's the thing. I think that Nemo's song is such a showstopper that I think that there will be moments where you begin to stop talking about the clothes because you will just listen. If it was any other kind of song, I'd be like, what's going on here? The other thing I will say is we might want to consider dropping the jacket. Like, I do think this is a song that is kind of about transformation. And so of some of the countries that are just doing outfit reveal, like outfit reveals just to do it because it's a Eurovision cliche, this is actually the performance that I think an outfit reveal would make sense. So maybe something down the line is going to happen. As of now, I'm like, I need to see this in motion before I really nail it down. Okay, Greece. Now, y'all know I love my girl Marina Sati. Let me just say the bubble skirts are coming back, y'all. So the bubble skirts are coming back. I like this asymmetrical white top. I do like the shoes. Altogether, it's giving very on trend, I would say Gen Z trend / like what we were all kind of wearing a little bit in like the early 2000s. Like, yeah, when we were in school in the early 2000s, we would kind of wear stuff like this. Like, I remember I had like a couple of bubble skirts, and I would do a bubble skirt and like a wife beater, and I would have like a whole bunch of necklaces and stuff and bracelets. And so this is like kind of transporting me back to that, and I know that look is back. All in all, I think it ends up fitting the song. Do I love this? No. Like, would I wear this? No. Like, for me, it's like I'm not in high school anymore. No, I'm not doing the bubble skirt. I just will say, y'all, some of these trends that y'all want to bring back, I'm like, why? I even saw apparently in Target the other day, somebody had pulled out a pair of gaucho pants. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I think this works. Like, for the look of the song and for sort of, I think, the Target demo. Do I love it? No, personally. But I think it isn't distracting. I don't think it's pulling. I think it is fitting. And that's ultimately what you want to do. It's not distracting. Let me see what some of y'all said. Mary says, Marina said there will be some changes, I'm sure. Sizzabolic says, simple but in a good way, unlike Cyprus. Sam Surlier, the skirt looks kind of weird in my humble opinion. It's a bubble skirt. I mean, they're in now, I should say people are bringing them back. So we got that. Okay. And the dancers are not distracting. I like what they're wearing. We can keep them in that. Okay, Bessa, what happened? This one, first of all, I don't know if I want her hair in a ponytail. But I think it's going to have to be in a ponytail if we're keeping this top. Now, Albania does tend to mix up the outfits in rehearsals. So this might not be what we're getting. And for her sake, I hope that this is not what we're getting. This woman is so beautiful. Like, this woman is so beautiful. And I just feel like, what is happening next to our shoulders? Why are we distracting? Like, from our face. Our face is so beautiful. I just want more of our face. I actually don't hate the idea, though, of her in a pant. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, see what? No, Bessa, no. Username, this staging feels like the same problem Ronella went through. Sam said they did her dirty. No, she did herself dirty. I don't think that she's listening to anyone else on the fashion, but this is not it. She's so beautiful. We just don't need this. I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. Okay. And then we go to a high note. Okay. This is great. She looks like a pop star. She's taking over the world. Hold on. Let's just go back. Sarah Bonici, you need to put this on your Instagram page immediately. Girl. Oh, this is your introduction. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Everything about it. It's not distracting. It fits the song. This is not a Mugler knockoff. You know, it's a bedazzled bodysuit, but not a Mugler knockoff. I 100% endorse this look. It's beautiful. Okay, and then Luxembourg, I know that this is not her outfit. Okay? I know that this is not her outfit. But I just want to say a couple of things. Why are we doing these braids? We would be better off doing a high ponytail with some hair added, thick and long. High ponytail, thick and long extensions. Stop trying to make these two braids happen. It's not the look for her. And it doesn't even fit the song. This is supposed to be a tropical exploration. I will never let you down. You know, let's have fun with the fashions. It's like they want to do this whole like dominatrix look. Like, why? I know it's like fighter, but can we go to the beach? I mean, my goodness, like, no, I don't like it. And then also I will say, if they're just putting her in, I will say I love the way her dancers look. The dancers are styled well. So if she's going to be in something red, orange, my only critique to that is then she's going to blend in with her dancers. But I do think her in red, orange, something, maybe playing with white, geometric, I could be here for. But I don't know. This is a performance that needs silk. It needs chiffon. It needs a fabric that moves a little bit, especially because she's not even really a dancer. So you need the fabric to overcompensate for the fact that she's not really going to be moving that much. You know what I'm saying? That would be better. And again, stop it with the pony, with the pigtails. We need a high pony, thick, big pony that she can swing behind her. Yeah, I think that would be. Yeah, I think that would be better. Okay, what else we got? Okay, Portugal, great. I will say if I had to give a note, I don't love this pant. It's too wide. It's too bunchy in the front. We need tailoring with the pant. But all in all, I'm kind of okay with this. I mean, we're doing the bodice. It's giving fashion. The hair will be done, so I'm not worried. But this is just the only thing that I think is negative about it is just it goes over the line for me when I kind of think of too much fabric. There might be a little bit too much fabric here. That's the only thing. But overall, I think it looks great. But even look at the silhouette. The silhouette is kind of ruined by all of that fabric. You know, and it's sometimes when I see these really, really wide leg pants, it just begs the question, like, why don't you just put her in a ball gown skirt then? Like, if you're going to do all of that fabric, the whole point of a pant is the ease of it. And maybe I would feel different about this much fabric if it was in a chiffon, you know, so it was lighter. But this feels like a very heavy cotton almost. So the cotton also gives heat. And, you know, on the stage, you be sweating and stuff. You don't want to be sweating all up in that cotton. What are y'all talking about? So Coraline says, I preferred her look from the national final. Sam says, I'm so worried for Serbia, Portugal, and Slovenia. Delilah says, I like the corset, but the sleeves. Yeah, the sleeves, it's also giving, like, not tailored. Go back to Aiko. I have no note. Tailored. That outfit was made for her. Like, this one is feeling like a lot of fabric. That's my only negative. I think all in all, it'll look good. It's not distracting, but we could have done better, particularly for the pant. The pant is too heavy. Okay, I'm loving this. We're getting great embroidery work here. We're talking about Australia. This is nice, but it's also not pulling focus. And also, if you notice, look at how this is kind of playing on the background. That's thoughtful, like where we have our LEDs and the way that this sort of stands out, but then also like seems like it's incorporating elements from the background. I'm into this. And then this, it's a look. Come on, leg. Oh my God. Okay. Millennial Monroe. We've got movement. We've got architecture. This is fashion. If we're talking clothes, fashion, turn left. Fashion, turn right. Yeah, it's good. Okay, and then Azerbaijan. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm liking what is Ilkin? Lilkin? I'm liking kind of what he's giving. And I will say this look is very on trend. A little bit dated trend because it was a little bit like the motocross trend was a little bit like 2 years ago. Or maybe like a year. No. It was like about a year and a half ago. Because even Noah Carell's outfit last year was like on trend. But I think we started seeing like the motocross trend come back. Like, what was it? Summer 2022. So this is still like on trend with this. It's fine. It's fine. I think I prefer what Ilkin is wearing to what Fari is wearing, but it's fashion. It fits. It fits. So I'm okay with it. I love this. Look how beautiful this is. We've got chiffon, we've got movement. I love the addition of sort of the leg kind of lingerie bodice thing. Very, very on trend. This is beautiful. And the thing about this is, I think that this is still an accessible look, but it's still incorporating elements that elevate it enough to where it doesn't feel completely off the rack. Like, have I seen things like this that I could purchase? Yeah, but there are elements that are bringing it out. Like I said, the leg detailing. I do like the embellishment we have on the bodice. All in all, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. What are y'all saying? Love everything about Natalia's outfit. Yeah, I think that this works. Okay, and then here with Finland, we have a denim exploration, which, to be fair, denim is here. It is making, it is making a statement comeback. I don't even know if I want to say. So this denim exploration and also the denim of it all is actually on trend, believe it or not. It was in the 90s and it's back right now. So there's that. But then here's what I want to talk about, because everybody was talking about this and had like faux outrage and everything. And I'm not going to be honing in on this for the faux outrage of it all, but I am going to be honing in on this with this. If you want to have your butt out on TV, go for it. Like, whatever. I think I said in my stream yesterday, I have seen Will Ferrell's butt too many times. Like, too many times. And this is giving kind of the similar ilk of butts. But what I find so funny or interesting about this particular look, hold on, we're gonna go back. About this particular look, baby, when you see this picture, you can literally see the light shining off of his butt hair. You can literally see the light glistening off of his butt hair. That's it. Okay. But then when we get into this, it's funny. It's humor. I will say I kind of like the idea of like the chanclas with the socks too. So I'm feeling the chanclas with the socks and the mini booty shorts, because again, I did say hot pants are back. I was just saying hot pants are on trend. Okay, let's talk about Raven, because there was a lot of hoopla about Raven and all the mesh stuff. Again, y'all, this is like runway. This is runway. This is what they're doing. Again, I saw so many titties at like Milan, Fashion Week in France, like spring 2024. Like, the mesh of it all is a thing. This is fashion. And I will say the one thing I really love about this mesh is the sheen it has to it, making her seem even more that like otherworldly. I honestly, if we're talking fashion, I think that this is beautiful. I think that this is right. But do I think people at home could be turned off by it? I do. I mean, there are some conservative people that will be like, beautiful voice, but why was she naked? I mean, just prepare yourself. But this outfit, I mean, it's fashion. It's beautiful. Yeah. So I'm into it. And then for the dancers, my only critique with this is we have seen the dancers sort of in the barely their clothing, maybe not so much on the Eurovision stage, but I don't know if y'all were long in these So You Think You Can Dance streets, but oh my God, I mean, it's been for years like this, but and so I think we could have done something maybe different, but it does allow Raven to stand out, and ultimately that is your goal, so I support that. Okay, people are gonna be like, how does she talk about the clothes for this long? Welcome. Okay. Hera Bjork, I think that this is so hold on. Why do we have vaginal fringe? Let's remove that belt. Let's remove that belt and let's just do a metal belt. We don't need vaginal fringe. And I will say the fringe is great, but you have to be careful with fringe because now we have butt fringe. I just think that Hedda Bjork looked, I liked the, well, I shouldn't even say like, I loved the jumpsuit that we had at the national selection. I thought that was so beautiful. And actually, I liked the red tone in it, sort of that more amber copper color tone to it. The gold here might be slightly washing her out. I'm curious to see it with the hair. Maybe with the hair it's different, but immediately we have to drop that belt on the waist. We cannot have vaginal fringe. No. And like I said, I loved what we had at the national selection. And maybe with the hair done, the gold might work better. But if we're going to keep the gold, we got to get rid of the belt. No to vaginal fringe. And then, yeah, just be careful of our angles, because I like the fringe on the sides. I actually do like that, but we need to be careful that we don't end up with butt fringe. We don't want that either. Oh, I love this. I love the detailing on this. Look at this. It's giving bespoke. It's giving something forward thinking. This is one of the pieces that actually is, and I will say it's on trend in the sense that we're mixing textures. We've got the leather, we've got embroidery, we've got the lace on the sleeves. Like, this is actually like a thing that people are really doing. Like, even when I was packing for Eurovision, I was like, what materials and textures can I mix with my clothes? You know, this is great. I don't know. I think I did see some people kind of saying like, oh no, do the music. I think this is doing the music video and also doing, like, it's giving us a nice merge. I'm cool with this. And for anyone who wants to just make like Katia comparisons, like, come on, like, lazy deduction, like as if we didn't have puffer sleeves before. I love this. The blue with the breastplate. I love it, and I want one in my size. I really like this. I think that this is really nice. I think, again, we are elevating. And also, I think I had said, like, let's play on, like, a deeper color as to not, like, wash us out. Because when we were doing the khaki at the national selection, and just look at this glow up. This is so much better for Dons. This is so much better. Oh, yeah. Delilah says, I love this modern gladiator. Yeah, so this is good. This is good. It's fashion. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, and the Megara. Megara is going for it, giving us something that we thought we would kind of get. Pleather, leather, playing with color. I think the splash of pink is nice. This is going to stand out on the stage, obviously, not just sonically, but I do think Megara is doing the right thing with the clothes. It's not really fashion, but it is performance. You know what I mean? It's not fashion, but it's performance. Thus, it works. I mean, it's costuming. Okay, let's talk about Nuts. I'm like on the fence about this one because basically I just got this one. I'm like, I like it, but is anyone else feeling like we could have done more? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I just felt like we could have done more. But I like it. And this is the thing. You run the risk, because I could see some people being like, oh, are they playing it safe? Because the thing is, it looks good. But I would have been nervous if they did too much. You know what I mean? Like, because I could have seen them going the other direction. The only thing I'd say about this is I don't know if I love this silhouette for her. I'm a shorty girl, so I'm like one of those girls that's like, I want to look as tall as I possibly can. Like, I hate looking short. You know what I mean? Like, just looking short. And the way you do it is by, like, you know, kind of de-accentuating your like your midsection. And I feel like with this look, we are highlighting the midsection and then the cutoff of the leg. Like with her, I might have really tried to talk her into sort of a version of this, because I like the bronze. I love the coloring. I love the shoes. I like the embellishments that, like, kind of the gloves on the arms. Like, I like that. But I might have tried to convince her into just being in the bodysuit, because I just think it would elongate her a little bit more. But I'm putting my insecurities on her because I want to look tall. Maybe she doesn't care. But I think I think we could have done maybe more here. Like comparing this to Sarah Bonici, it's like, okay, we could have done more here. And it's a little bit literal, but I don't know. I mean, I'm glad we're not doing black. I think the dancers look great. I think she is standing out. So this is probably effective. Like, this is probably effective enough. What are y'all saying? SC98, to be honest, after the music video, I'm happy with the outfit. Delilah, I like the gloves idea. Musketeer inspire, but the dress, no. I just, yeah, I mean, like, look, this isn't like, oh, now it won't make it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that. But I just think with the clothes, I would have maybe dropped the skirt or something and just gone for like the gold in this fabric and the bodysuit look. Yeah, shoes, everything else is fine. She'll have to be careful with the hair though. Yeah, she'll have to be careful because we want to see her face. She's pretty too. Yeah, like this outfit is fine. Like again, it's not bad. It's just I wonder if there could have been more. If there could have been a little something else. Okay, let's talk about Musti. I love this. And again, very on trend with the mesh, the bedazzling. I was really worried that they were going to go with something too hard and wrought with the styling, basically overworked, because the thing is the song sort of, I can hear the work in the song. And so with the clothes, the fact that we're getting like, it looks like a little bit of a silk or like a little bit of cotton and then this mesh, I think actually it lightens the performance. It adds some movement. And I actually like this. I would say overall, this is right to me. This is right to me for this, because here's the thing. Imagine if he was playing around with leather and then sweating on stage, yelling at us, I got a soul on fire. You know, I just think it could have come off as too aggressive. I like that we're playing with the creams. I like that we're sort of doing this sheer, yeah. I actually really like this. I really, really like the clothes here. Is this Belgium? It is. It is. This is good. I really am glad that they didn't go too hard with this. Oh my goodness. Well, that's what I think about the styling. What do you think? Drop down. Talk to me in the comments below. Do you agree with my comments? Talk to me in the comments below. Did you disagree? That's okay too. Talk to me in the comments below. And you know, who knew that we could sit here and talk about the clothes for like almost an hour? Whoa. I'm sorry, y'all. I was really thinking this was going to be a 30-minute one, but you know, the fashion. So if you like this video, please like it, please subscribe. I have so much content coming for you. I am going to be in Malmö, Sweden, on the ground. You don't want to miss any of that content. So thank you so much for watching. And yeah, keep it